Happy Halloween, everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a love reading today. And so it's going to be a pick a card style. So we have these objects here. These are all from Wing & Bell. We've got the baby doll head for number 1. We have this heart for number 2 and this glow in the dark skull for number 3. So I'll put the timestamps in the description box below, as well as Wing & Bell's site, so you can take a look at their other products. The decks that I'm going to be using here today, I'm going to be using, I think, 4 or 5. So this particular deck is called the Modern Wiccan Box of Spells. So it has 2 sets of cards in here. We've got the Good Witch and the Bad Witch. So I thought it would be fun today, because it's Halloween, to check on our Good Witch and our Bad Witch and see how it is operating in our lives. So it's kind of like the dark and light within us. The dark doesn't always have to be bad or negative. It sometimes can be an indication that we need to pay attention to something. Maybe there is a red flag. And so when we're in our shadow, it can sometimes give us courage and strength to protect us. So again, it doesn't have to be a negative. We're also going to be using the Trick or Tarot cards that look like this. We're going to be using my Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck and the Moonology card. So it looks like we're going to be using 4 decks. Okay, so let's get into it, you guys. All right, you guys, if you chose number 1 or the baby doll head, let's go ahead and get some messages on your love life. Let's take a look at the Bad Witch. Okay, what Bad Witch is coming up for you at this time? Your Bad Witch. Ooh, oh my gosh, this is amazing. You got the Halloween Witch. Wow. So I feel like there's something significant perhaps about today specifically that is a special message for you. So we're going to take a look at the book here, because I don't want to miss any good details here. So we're going to read it. Mysteriously, a new year begins for you on Halloween, October 31st. That's amazing, you guys. A door opens into another world. You may see or dream of those you love, who, although having passed from this world to the next, still want to help you. A potential lover will be thinking of you before being driven to open their heart to you. Patience, spurred on by ambition, makes waiting easy for you. Oh my. So there's a huge shift. What I'm seeing today, whenever you guys watch this video, whenever Halloween is for you, I understand there's different parts of the world here, but yes, this is definitely an energy that is suggesting that a huge shift or a huge parting of the veils, which is technically Halloween, that maybe spirits, deceased loved ones, spirit guides, that sort of thing, are going to be assisting you when it comes to your shadows, or when it comes to pushing you towards something that's positive or something that's good for you that you're wanting at this time. So let's get a message here of the Spirits of Darkness and Light. What kind of energies are surrounding you on Halloween, or this Halloween witch? We have the Spirit of the Fly. I love this. This is a very scary card. It says decay, rotten, stagnation. You're getting rid of that energy. So anything that's rotten, anything that stinks, you're done. You're letting this go. So you're making some sort of a shift or decision today, or this afternoon, tonight, whenever you watch this video. You're making a decision today to shift out of old energy that's rotten, that's no longer serving you. That's it. That's the message. So let's get some tarot on this and see what we got. We have the Strength. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. This is an energy here that's tied to the sign of Leo, but this is an energy that's telling you that what hasn't killed you has made you stronger. It really has. It's been very difficult perhaps to forgive someone that may have done you wrong, maybe some kind of an energy that's been keeping you down for quite some time. You're ready to let that go. You're ready to, like the witch's new year today, you're ready to basically, you're putting out that New Year's resolution that says, today my new life starts. I am done with the old and I'm going towards the new. You're celebrating all of the things that you've gone through. You're celebrating your strengths and how far you've come. Good for you. 7. Oh my gosh, you guys, 7 of Swords. I got to tell you, this is specific for those of you that have been lied to, stabbed in the back, cheated on, whatever. Maybe somebody did something, they got away with something and they never apologized, or maybe you caught them and they just haven't even admitted that they did you wrong. And so it's been very difficult for you perhaps to deal with this situation or whatever this problem is. but somebody has tried to get away with something, or they have gotten away with something, and it's been very difficult for you to sit with. So this shadow witch is coming through, this bad witch is coming through to tell you enough is enough. You're done. Today marks the dawn of a new day. This cycle, whatever this is with this person or situation, you're over it. And that's it. 10 of Wands, you're done. 10 of Wands is a burden that you don't want to carry around any longer. Look at that huge bag of Halloween candy, right? That little pumpkin guy, whatever he is walking around, can barely hang on to it. It's not serving him any longer. He's dropping it all over the place. He's making a mess. So you are utilizing the shadow today, this afternoon, tonight, to close out a cycle that's just dead, decaying, rotten, and stagnant. It freaking stinks and it needs to go. And right when I said that, it was 555 on the screen. All right, let's get your Moonology message. Oh, it says a time to give rather than to take. I love it. So new moon in Virgo. I see this whenever, the moon phases come up. I don't really pay attention too much to the sign, even though that could be significant for some of you. This new moon is the perfect time. The perfect time. It's just past the new moon. Here it is. You're ready to give out. You're ready to basically get rid of. So it's a time to give rather than to take. You're not taking anything, okay? You have given a lot, but it's saying it's a time to give rather than to take. You're not really taking anything. You're letting go, okay? You're giving to yourself. That's what you're doing. You're giving to yourself. So it is a time for you. I'm seeing the energy here of green. I see a woman there. This is somebody who's receptive. This is somebody who's basically, letting go with love. So you're getting rid of this energy, but you're letting go with love in your heart. So it's kind of like you're giving this person, like you're letting them go. You're giving them, not necessarily the okay that they did this to you, but you're giving them kind of like the energy of light and letting them go. So I feel like you're doing this and it's a very positive light. It's beautiful. So yeah, that is the message here for the bad witch, the shadow witch, okay? But this to me looks like what you have given, it's coming back. That's just what I'm seeing here. So you're due for some good energy. So let's go ahead and get the energy of the good witch. What is the energy of the good witch in your life? The light witch. Let's see. The fire witch. Oh my gosh, I love it. The fire witch. So let's see what this says. Number 20. It says, the fire witch makes temperatures rise. The pure fire of passion exorcises demons and tests the content of the furnace of your love. She ignites masculine flames of love, bringing pleasures in desire. Two lovers understand each other's true hearts. You and your lover will exchange sweet words during hot earthly passion. I'm getting here, if you chose number 1, you're letting go of an old situation, an old wound, either an old partner, one that's no longer serving you, or just old heartbreak and sadness that's just been nothing but a burden at this point. You're starting a new cycle, and now you're in the fire witch's energy, so you're ready to create something new, manifest something new. So let's get the energy that is surrounding this fire witch. Oh my gosh, I love it. The spirit of light, awakening, new dawn, beginnings. It couldn't have been more perfect. That's exactly where you're headed. You're headed towards the light. You've had some sort of new awakening. Again, this Halloween witch, it's like these shadows that you had to go through. You had to go through this for a reason. You had to get to this point where you didn't want to rot and stagnate anymore. You're basically ready to give, but you're giving to the right person. You're no longer giving to the wrong energies. You're no longer giving so much of yourself in a attached way, as in, it's very heavy or you expect something. You're just giving, and what you're getting back in return is light, because you're coming from a place of light. So I feel like that's what you're giving rather than taking. Yes, what you're getting, you're getting back. It's beautiful. So let's get the energies here. Oh my God, it just keeps getting better. The sun, really? Yeah. The sun's energy is reminding you here that you are going towards the light, illumination. I see the sun's energy as a masculine energy, okay? We already had Leo here. I think I said Leo. So we already had the energy of Leo. The sun is ruled by, or sun rules Leo. So there's a Leo energy that's coming up. Fire sign, fiery energy could be. But this is definitely a time for strength. It is a time for shining. It's a time for light. It's a time for energy and passion, happiness, positivity. Ace of Swords. Hey, new beginnings. Love it. So it cuts through the air and just cuts right through any kind of stagnant energy. The divine hands you this sword and allows you to cut through anything that's no longer serving. So you're literally cutting through to the light. I love it. Because you're the magician. That's why you're the magician. The magician is the ultimate alchemist. The fire witch, this is her working her magic, literally. You're bringing this in at the correct time. So I feel like what the light is telling you here, this good witch, is that your energies before may have been very tied up in a negative situation, may have been kind of robbing you from your power, stealing your thunder, but now you're ready to break away from that old energy so you can now create more positive energy. I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and get the Moonology card to close up this reading for number 1. Your hard work is paying off. Fantastic. See, the work that you do in this new moon, I feel, is definitely going to pay off in Capricorn's energy. Capricorn is all about hard work. Capricorn is also, to me, about the material world and your finances. So to me, this is definitely something that's going to work out in your favor, something that is you're going towards what you want. You're now focused on the correct avenue. You're no longer wasting your time on maybe a pipe dream with a particular person or just a particular belief system that's leading nowhere. Now the energy that you put towards your goals and you put towards, and I'm seeing here, of course, we're looking at your love life. Now something is paying off. What you're investing in is going to pay off in a positive way. So your energy is now in the correct vibration that it needs to be in. Before it wasn't, now it is. So now you're attracting what it is that you truly desire. It's a beautiful message. So anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed number 1, and go ahead, and if you didn't care for that message or you'd like another one, you guys can always choose number 2 or 3. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 2 or this beautiful heart here, let's get your message. Let's go ahead and get your bad witch, your shadow witch's message to you. Ooh, we have the toad witch. So let's see what this has to say. The Toad Witch, number 7. Okay, the Toad Witch reveals that adversity brings pearls of wisdom. As the garden toad benefits plants by devouring pests, similar boons will be bestowed upon you by the Toad Witch. Someone distant may love you in secret. A spawn in the spring and hatching in summer is promised. Secret wisdom is yours, and the unfolding of it a mystery that binds you to a dazzling future. So this is kind of interesting because the toad is kind of like, you had to kiss a lot of toads to perhaps get to the good stuff, to get to your prince. So I kind of feel like that energy is there. The toad has had to devour a lot of pests. But the thing is that we've got something that's growing. So someone distant may love you in secret. There's a message there. So it might be that the toad right here, it's disguised. Maybe something isn't happening right now. Maybe something is on hold. Let's go ahead and get some energy that's tied to that Toad Witch. We've had to kiss a lot of toads before our prince shows up. That is coming up heavily. Spirit of the Tower. Surprises, shifts, big changes. Okay, well, what I'm getting here is that, again, your shadows have assisted you, and they have assisted you in the way that it basically is either showing you what it is that you don't want, or it is disguised from, it's like a divine timing thing. Because we have surprises and shifts and big changes, I feel like something that actually looks like a problem or an issue is actually disguised, and it's going to come out later that it needed it's like it had to be that way for a reason. It's kind of a weird thing. That's just what I'm getting here. I can't describe it. So let's go ahead and get some tarot here and clarify some of this. I just feel like there's going to be some sort of a tower moment with something that you thought was no good or even over, surprises you and shifts in a big way, and it shocks the hell out of you. 5 of Pentacles. I really am getting this message. Something that a door you thought was closed isn't closed. Something that you think is over isn't over. So there's some energy here. There's someone that actually cares for you that either you don't believe that they do, or it's just a secret. Oh my gosh, the tower again, you guys, the tower of destruction. So there's double tower energy here. This is huge, a huge shift. It's either a huge shift is on the horizon or a huge shift has taken place. And what it's done is it's created a lot of heartache and a lot of a lot of issues. But it's kind of like now that this dust is starting to settle, now we're starting to see through the illusions and see through all the darkness. But it was like necessary to get to some sort of conclusion. It's kind of interesting. 5 of Cups. Again, there has been some sort of sadness. Like we're standing at a grave and we're mourning something that's been lost. There has definitely been loss and sadness here for sure. But I'm getting here that someone that either ended things with you or that you think it's over with them, it's not. They still care for you. They love you in secret. That's the message. Okay. So I don't know. What do you need to release? The waning moon. Okay. Well, this is an energy here. I feel like perhaps 2 people needed to go through something in order to release and heal things that were not serving them as individuals in a positive way. Maybe they needed to create room for a healthy relationship with one another. So I kind of feel like there has been some sort of a devastating blow to a relationship. And it's like a shadow, but it's a shadow in disguise. That's what I keep getting. And I have to say it because that's the message. So something that you deem as a curse or something that you deem as negative is actually a positive leading you towards the light later on, which is going to shock you and surprise you in the future. So something is happening for a reason or has happened for a reason. So try not to waste too much time mourning something because it looks like something may come back and this door is not closed. That's what I see. Okay. So let's go ahead and move on into the light witch or the good witch. We have the timeless witch. It's interesting. Let's see what the timeless witch has to say. It says the timeless witch is perennially, I'm not saying that right, popular. So let's just say the timeless witch is popular since I can't say that word. She untangles psychological and emotional time-wasting knots. She induces happiness to follow sadness. And her inspirational influences promises the fulfillment of your plans, hopes, and heartfelt wishes. The sunshine in your mind is about to dissolve any thick clouds of jealousy and pride. Your peace of mind attracts truthful, happy news, as well as new people and new locations. Understanding that time is your tool steadies your equilibrium. Okay, so the timeless witch, I can't help but look at that witch and obviously see that she is holding an hourglass, which, is about time. So there's been some sort of a long, maybe period of time where you've been waiting on something or something has happened. It's been a long time. I feel like this has been maybe a connection that has existed for a while. Maybe you've gone back and forth with this individual. Maybe this is just somebody you loved long ago that you never forgot about. But there is some kind of a message here where you're transmuting negative energy and now you're turning it towards the light and you're utilizing it in a positive way. So again, you're starting to wake up to the idea that what you have originally deemed as negative is actually a strength. It's actually helping you. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's get the energy of darkness or light. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is very powerful, you guys. Okay, so spirit of Hecate, goddess of night, crossroads, ghost. Again, ghost. I feel like there's a ghost of the past. There's a ghost of the past. Something that's been haunting you, something that's been with you for quite some time. But see, this goddess here utilizes the shadow to her advantage. She actually utilizes it and empowers herself with the shadow. So she's using it in a very positive way in order to create something positive, take the dark and turn it into something positive for herself. So this is to me, it's like an alchemy card. Goddess of night, this is somebody who is not afraid to face the shadows, not afraid to confront her ghost and her demons in order to strengthen herself. So I feel like there's that energy here for sure. Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is very, very sharp. Learns. Sometimes the Queen of Swords can be a little detached, but guess what? Sometimes that's where we need to be in order to get things done. We have Old Scratch, the devil. I love this. Old Scratch, the devil. Okay, again, I kind of am getting this energy here of ghost, of the devil, demons, metaphorically speaking. But this is an energy of things that we are attached to in a negative way, things that are not good for us, toxic behavior. But again, we're not discarding this part of ourselves. We're fine-tuning this part of ourselves. We're not getting rid of this because we realize that our shadow is actually strengthening us and empowering us. It is basically assisting us. We're learning how to assist ourselves with these shadows rather than being afraid and running away or, casting a negative judgment on our shadows and saying this is not good or I don't accept this part of myself. We are encompassing all of these aspects, the dark and the light. So if you chose number 2, you've been on a journey where you've gone through a major dark night of the soul, and now you're starting to kind of realize why you had to go through it. And you're realizing that maybe some of that dark wasn't actually that bad, that it's actually a blessing. You're seeing how some of that stuff was actually a blessing. So you're not so afraid moving forward. It's almost like you're thanking your shadow for showing you something. That's what I'm seeing. Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about being on higher ground. Having a bird's eye view, being able to see a situation from above, okay? It's also about putting your guard up or your shield up or fighting for something that you really want. To me, it's one of those cards that can go either way. You can either use this to protect yourself and hide, or you can use this to fight. The choice is yours. So I definitely feel that whatever has happened to you when it comes to a particular situation or person, you are going into the deep aspects of your shadow and all of these triggers and all of your pain and all of your sadness, whatever has come up, that 5 of Cups that came up earlier, and you are working through this and you are becoming stronger in the future. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's get your ending message. So I feel like number 2 was more about your journey rather than this love, but I do feel like it was a confirmation that a person that you're connected to is still connected to you, and this is a confirmation that they are. Confidence is your key to success. New moon. So again, this new moon energy, okay? This new moon energy that's around you. And what's interesting, where is it? I don't know. I thought we had some Leo energy. That might have been on the first reading. But yeah, new moon, Leo's energy is about confidence, okay? So confidence is your key to success. Confidence in your shadows. Confidence in what you've gone through. Confidence in your strengths. When you know your weaknesses and you accept that part of yourself and you work through that and you choose between the darkness and light. You don't let the darkness overpower you, or even the light overpower you. It's about finding that nice balance within yourself. So your confidence is your key to success. There's a key in this entire experience, this entire lesson that you've had to learn when it has come to this particular love. There is some valuable lesson that is here for you, and you are on your way to discovering that key. That's what I'm seeing here. So your special message is that someone is keeping it a secret that they still care for you, or that they love you. So I hope that you guys got something special from that. Thank you for watching, and you guys can choose number 1 or 3 if that didn't resonate. So let's move forward. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 3 or this crystal skull, the glow in the dark skull, let's get your message. So let's tap into your shadow witch, your bad witch. We have the green witch. So this is number 24. The green witch. The green witch reveals that limitless potential and opportunity beckons. Being selective, you know not to take on too much at one time, nor neglect your good qualities. The color of nature, green, is the fairies' color, especially lucky for those who are fae or fated by the powers of divinity. It says the month of May could be a significant month for a birth, a wedding, a christening, or the confirmation of a new enterprise, perhaps including animals, flowers, or land. Conflicting views may exist side by side for a time until spring resolves them. So it's an indication here that there might be some sort of adversity when it comes to something during this period of time, but perhaps spring will start to lift some of this energy. Again, that green witch is connected to things that are connected to nature. Green is also, for me, heart energy. So there's something here. So let's go ahead and get the message of darkness or light connected to this. We have Spirit of the Snowflake, special, irreplaceable, one of a kind. So this is a special kind of a love. This is a one of a kind love. So perhaps this is some kind of a connection that you have been waiting on, okay? Maybe right now it doesn't seem like things are moving forward, and so it does say some, or perhaps by spring, perhaps things will start to improve in this situation. So let's go ahead and get some tarot in this. I'm also getting too that you and your person are specific types of, like you might consider yourself, and I'm just using this as an example. It did say a lot about the fae, so it could be that you and your person have some sort of connection to nature or animals. It could also be that you consider yourself to be like a star seed, or, you know, something like that, where it's, you know, something specific. And so it's something special. So you and this person connect on a very special level. We have the Nine of Wands. Okay, well, the Nine of Wands is a card of, you know, our defenses being up. We have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like somebody is preventing something from happening right now. This is a situation that should be growing. It should be it's very natural. You might feel a very natural connection with this individual, and they might even feel a natural connection with you, but somebody is putting their defenses up. So when it comes to a give and take in this situation, it might be that you're wanting to give, but this other person is not ready to receive, or they're not able to give to you in the way that you're giving to them. Yeah, look at that, Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is an energy of somebody being conflicted in their mind. Maybe some sort of mental issue here, maybe somebody's belief systems, the way that they're seeing a situation, it's standing in the way. So the actions that they are perhaps projecting out to you, even though you feel this amazing connection with them, I feel like there is an energy here where maybe somebody is not ready to participate in the way that they, you know, should, or that you would like them to at this time. So there's an issue here. So I feel like right now, that's why the Green Witch said that maybe something is going to improve with time, but maybe right now is not the time for this connection. So even though you feel something amazing, I feel like your other person is just not on the same page at this time. Surrender to the divine. So Spirit is saying, you know what, at this time, the only thing that you can do, you can't really change the situation. You can't make them be different. You can't, you know, force their hand in this whole thing. The only thing that you can do is surrender to the divine. Whatever is meant for you, whatever the divine timing is just going to naturally unfold. So rather than trying to push against creating something right now, I feel like the message is to pull out of this fight, Five of Swords, pull out of the fight and really just focus on what is coming towards you. Sometimes we have a tendency to go towards things that or people that aren't giving to us. It's a part of our damage where somehow we equate that to being love. That feels natural to us. Being in one-sided connections or one-sided situations, when really that's just a broken part of ourselves. We're just used to that. Either it was the way that we were raised or it's our experiences so far in life. Six of Pentacles here is a nice energy of give and take, equality. So the thing is that until somebody can give to you in the proper way, it might be that you need to put your defenses up and walk away from the situation and just surrender to the divine. Whatever the divine has in store for you is just going to come. Okay? That could be it. So why don't we take a look now and go into the light witch or the good witch. How's the good witch affecting our lives at this time? We have the Stardust Witch. So let's read it. Number 10. Stardust Witch. It says, the Stardust Witch makes dreams come true as she scatters stardust in the eyes of young girls, inspiring ideas of romance and more serious academic and career ambitions. But in the real world, stardust can vanish in the night. Beckoning stars need your perseverance and a nourishing orbit if you are to shine eternally. Okay? So, of course, the stars are all about wishes coming true. We have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of ambitions. But it's saying that in the real world, the stardust can vanish. So we need to kind of strike while the iron is hot. We need to do something while we have the opportunity. So let's go ahead and get an energy here surrounding this. I love this. Spirit of the Clover, luck, abundance, summer. So it could be significant, of course, that there's something about summer. Absolutely. That could be it. But what I'm getting here is that now is the time for us to start to, make plans or to work towards our abundance, what we want to create. Luck is on our side. This is a great time to start something new, to go towards our dreams, to go towards our goals. We're being led right now with the stardust to do something. Strike while the iron's hot. That's what I'm getting. Knight of Cups. Oh, I love this. The Knight of Cups is an energy here. Can be a water sign individual, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. It could be, but it's definitely an energy here where it's an offer of love. It's an offer of romance. And so what Spirit is saying is that follow the signs. Okay, so right now, something is not happening with a particular person for a reason. So instead of wasting any more time waiting or trying to make something happen where the other person is not on the same page, just follow the stars. The stars are leading you towards your abundance, towards just luck and success. Knight of Cups. As we focus on ourselves, this Knight of Cups is going to show up. That is the future energy I'm seeing here. We also have a Knight of Swords. So we have a couple of suitors, you guys. So if you guys have been short of supply, I guess, and I don't really mean supply, but just short of suitors or short of social life, I'm seeing that this is going to change. When you focus on yourself and you blanket yourself in this beautiful healing energy, that right there is leading you towards opportunities, okay? That's leading you towards opportunities. Oh my God. The Lovers. First of all, it's leading you towards the ultimate love. Second, you might have to make a decision between these two people. That's what I'm saying here. So Spirit is telling you, instead of being in this energy and wasting your time here, let go of whatever this is, whether it's your own mental thoughts or situation, and go towards the stars. The stars are leading you towards some sort of success, leading you towards either two people or one person where you're going to have the ultimate connection that you desire at this particular time. It's leading somewhere positive. So make sure that you follow what Spirit is laying out for you. So let's get the messages here for your Moon card. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. So this is the deal. This is something that's coming. Waxing is something that's coming in, something that's growing, something that you want. You're attracting this into your life. So The Stardust Witch is saying something on the horizon is going to be successful. It has to do with love. Perhaps you're making a decision between two people, but this energy is gaining momentum in your life. The time is coming. The time is near. It's happening. There could be summer specifically, as in when someone shows up, the Lovers can indicate the sign of Gemini, and Gemini is in summer. So that could be it. The Knight of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. So again, another double Gemini energy. So I feel like there's something significant about the summer and Gemini season when it comes to a love that's on the horizon for you. So again, try not to worry so much about your love life being dry right now, or if you have a person that's just not wanting the same things as you, or they're not ready. It looks like something is going to be going into the direction of what you want in the future. So focus more on that instead of what's not working. All right, you guys. Well, hope you all have a wonderful Halloween, and I will catch you guys next time. All right, take care. Bye-bye.